FightHype.com here with my man, Andre Ward, fresh off of ESPN duties. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. I had to go take a walk, man. I've been in my office for 7 hours, locked in, just trying to give the people, along with my team, just some good television, man. And the fighters they delivered tonight, we had great fights. So it was a blessing. Looking forward to coming back Thursday.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. I mean, I know I had talked to you a little earlier, but that's crazy that they keep you sequestered for like seven. Like, I wouldn't even think that a commentating job is something that takes 7 hours out of the day to do.
Nah, it's a grind, but this is what we signed up for, man. And if you love it, if you love being in the game and you love the art of broadcasting and commentating, man, it's no complaints.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, talk to me about the fight. I mean, obviously, all the fights look like they came off without a hitch. Everybody that was supposed to win won. But tell me about Shakur, man. Like, what did you think about his performance?
Man, he did everything he was supposed to do. I mean, Caraballo was tough. He probably put up a tougher fight than a lot of people thought he would. As soon as the name came out about who Shakur was going to fight, you see a bunch of people writing and tweeting, oh, why is he fighting this guy? It's the right guy at the right time, given the circumstances. And Shakur or his team, none of us owe an explanation. He's a young fighter. He's developing. I think he has the skill to be an all-time great as he stays focused, but that doesn't mean you rush that. You take your time with that. You let that develop at the right time. And he did what he's supposed to do, man. He boxed tonight. He dealt with early pressure, never panicked, stayed patient. It's the most deliberate and vicious body attack that I've seen him put on his whole career. He and I talk about that all the time, about the next phase of his game, which is mid-range and in close. He delivered tonight, and that's what got the job done.
Yo, I wanted to ask about that body attack. Was that something that, he kind of game planned for before the fight, or was that something where, he made an adjustment? He saw what the guy was giving him and just kind of adjusted to it?
It was both. I mean, that's something that you drill all the time in the gym. Like, before my inside game showed up in the Allen Green fight, I was drilling that 2 years prior. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing with him. We've been talking about this for years now. Hey, tougher fights, guys going to come. They're going to take the early shots upstairs. Man, we got to be able to slip in there and handle your business. And I'm sure, Terrence talks to him about the same thing, because Terrence is a great body puncher. So it's the next phase of his game that's constantly in the making. Mm-hmm. And it'll show up like times tonight. And, this guy took a lot. Some guys can just take it to the head, but they can't take it to the body for too long, especially when you get that right shot in there. And he took a, slight step to the right and got the left shot in there to the solar plex, and the night was over.
I'm sure you've probably spoken to him already since the fight and everything, but they were supposed to do a post-fight press conference. They actually they ended up canceling it because of technical difficulties, so I didn't get a chance to ask any questions. But I saw in the fight he was kind of shaking his left hand. It looked like he dropped the left on the top of his head or something like that. Is his hand okay, or is there an injury or anything?
Yeah, he's at the doctor's right now getting checked out, so hopefully it's nothing. Fractures, microfractures, that kind of stuff for a fighter is normal. I hope it's nothing major. He wants to get back in there as soon as possible. So hopefully it's just something that he just a punch that he landed the wrong way and caught his thumb in an awkward position, but hopefully it's nothing.
I know it's always too early to talk about what's next right after the fight, but I'm just kind of curious about the weight. Is he kind of, he looked good at 130. Didn't look any different to me. Is 130 someplace that he wants to stay at? Is he gonna move back down? Is it just kind of depend on what comes up next?
Well, he's the boss. So he'll tell us what he wants to do. We'll give our suggestions, and we being James Prince, Josh Dubin, Top Rank, we'll put our heads together, but then ultimately he's got to make that decision. He knows how his body feels. He looked good to me tonight. Mm-hmm. He looked, very sturdy under his legs. He looked physically strong. I like the way he looked at 130, but he still holds a belt at 126, so he's got options.
Yeah. No, I thought he looked real strong at 130. Is going back to 126 even necessary? I know everybody talks about the Warrington fight, but that seems like the only fight really worth staying there for, if that's even a fight worth staying for. If that fight doesn't present itself, Is it time to just say, you know what, let's just move on?
I mean, again, that's something we have to talk about as a team, and we got to get, Shakur's blessing with. But my assumption is that, if he can't get one of the big names, he wants to move up and chase the big names at 130.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, whatever he does, I think the sky's the limit. I know they try and make a lot of comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. I know that's something, even though it's not disrespectful or anything, but I know it's not something that he really is into. I mean, I think he made it a point to say, look, I took some stuff from Floyd, I took some stuff from Dre, I take some stuff from Terrence Crawford. When you hear a fighter say something like that, whether it's your fighter or any other fighter, is that something that makes you feel like, like he's doing all the right things, like that's what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, I love it. I think Shakur is dealing with the comparisons just right. He's paying homage and showing respect to the guys that he looked up to and took parts of their game from. But he's also, he's being sober from the standpoint of not falling into that trap. A lot of guys that crashed and burned trying to next whoever. Mm-hmm. Mayweather, Andre Ward, Muhammad Ali. How many guys got knocked out trying to be Ali,
right,
and having their hands down and pulling straight back, but didn't have the legs, didn't have the reflexes, didn't have the IQ. So he's doing the right thing. He's paying homage. He's showing respect. But I don't want Shakur to be the next Andre Ward. I don't want him to be the next Floyd. I don't want him to be the next Terrence Crawford. I want him to be better than all of us. I want him to make more money than we all made, leave the game with more money. I'm not tripping, man. I want him to accomplish more than me, man, be greater than us. We're just a template and a foundation of something you could build on.
Yeah.